We can already see that IDNS has already opted to ban the Lilia and the Valentina on the flip side.
Yeah, one thing to notice as well is Omega Empress really love to play the gold lane partial or maybe jungle. So they are playing more into the magical damage into the gold lane instead of making it like maybe marksman or anything. So it's gonna also have a little bit advantage if you want to fight against clan inside of the laning.
First pick here is from IDNS. Will they be taking a prio hero here? Will they be prioritizing the gold lane perhaps? With the Clint still open, the Brody is as well. Or will they be shifting towards something else like the roamer position?
Yeah,
because
like Estes is
still open.
Yeah, aside of Estes, they also have Matilda if they want to pick over that one. But if they don't want to pick over it, they still can pick over Papito or Glue and Lolita. You know that actually the combo Lolita and Ruby is one of the things that is very annoying inside of the Land of Dawn. So maybe everyone from Omega Empress really need to be careful over that one. And the combo. Maybe we know that actually Lolita is gonna halt the damage using the Bulwark. But aside of that one, Lolita is also need some time to have the Nomenan Blast combo to have the moment. If there is no Nomenan Blast that is having the Empress want to be the one who hold it as a roamer. Because for me, Lolita needs to be cancelled as their mid lane here. But no, they're really taking Cloud.
Okay. So the Claude has come into play here. And Claude is actually a good hero. But what I like about Claude is that he has the ability with the Blazing Duets to go into the backside. But from the composition of Omega, I don't really see a backside other than Popol and Koopa.
Yeah, and remember, there is still Estes. They will be fighting 5 versus 5. We know that actually with Estes, the team fight will be very strong for Team Omega Empress. So I'm waiting for the last pick. They really need, they're lacking of disabling, right, for IDNS Princess. So they really need disable from Team Omega Empress. But Matilda, I'm not so sure about this one. They want the Matilda to be the mid lane, but yeah, I know that Matilda is very good for clearing the wave of the minion and also initiating the with the circling eagle. But if they are not having a proper movement, it's not gonna be good for the SS itself. Like the SS is having the team fight, but we will just jump into the match here between Team IDNS Princess and also Omega Empress, which is gonna be very interesting from both of the sides. We will see, will IDNS Princess able to take over the game to the late game because they have Sicilian and also Cloud.
Yes, that is going to be the question here. But looking at the compositions, I think if Omega Esports can take it from the get-go, they definitely have it in the bag. But guys, these are the two compositions. Who will you vote for? Don't forget to give your support into the comments right now because it will be IDNS going head-to-head with Omega Esports in game and match number 1.
Yes, this is going to be very interesting. Still with me, Vela and also Eterna, that is accompanying you guys for Mobile Legends Women Invitational, but Silver in the mid lane, being harassed very bad with the movement coming from Mirai and also Amor. Well, for me, just like what I've mentioned before, this is a very tricky movement because Amor, they can jump in and try to disturb, but if they are doing like one single movement that is not on their advantage, the rest of Team Omega Empress will be jumping in it too, and it's not like because they are having too much of Comet Hero.
Yeah, I feel that. Because with the Cecilion pick as well, it's going to be a really hard lane to win, especially Cecilion is such a late game hero. He needs his items, he needs his stacks, so he's going to have to play very, very safely into the early game, especially going against a mid lane situation in that Matilda, in that Estes as well. And now we can already see rotations from the team going into the bottom side. Melon needs to be careful right now because there is Ramela opening the map in that area, but still very, very careful movements coming in from both teams. teams. No commitments just yet, as Omega will rotate to the bottom side to put pressure onto the Claude, as well as taking the gold for themselves.
Yeah, but 3 members going to the bottom lane here. We are seeing the movement coming from Omega Empress. Baitam Koopa is being opened, but the purple is being called back because they don't want to jump in lane, decide to go to the other lane, because we know that actually it's 7 seconds away before Turtle is coming to the land of Dawn, and they're gonna fight for that one because Turtle right now, for me, very advantage, because after you get the Turtle, you got the buff for you to do the team fight, which is going to be very great for the team who wants to play more early into the game.
Yeah, definitely needs to go into the hands of Smart Omega Empress right now. You can already see some aggressive movements coming in from that lane, going straight and hot and heavy, but look at the rotations coming in from the Phobias as well. Tempest Blade has been popped up. Aok has to be careful, and now First Blood gets secured by Team Smart Omega Empress to Aok.
Yeah, that is a very good movement, but Ramela jumping and Tron Rose there, but there is no one up front, and they are not able to shut anyone from Smart Omega. But at least the Turtle is being reset, so they can take their time. They can take maybe try to take over the Turtle, even though that information is being given away already by SS and also here with the goo. But since the pass Melon here already receiving too much damage, that impact is just like gonna disturb the rest of the team.
Red team has
Omega,
slain
but
the
they just
turtle.
decide to take over the Turtle even without the retributions. Casey is not done the movement to the purple, so they would maybe she really want to take care over that one.
Yeah, for sure. And now IDNS Princess is kind of on the back foot, but I think that is what they kind of need to do in the early game. I do understand that Lancelot does kind of fall off into the late game, but with the composition, they are not in a spot to be able to contest these early game objectives on the board, especially going against a team like Smart Omega Empress with their current situation. But now we're gonna take a look at the items.
Yeah, for Lings, he's going directly to the Demon Hunter Sword, if I'm not mistaken. When we see from Lancelot is going directly for War Axe, while Cloud, he really needs the Demon Hunter, and also the what we're seeing here, Tempest of Blade is being opened. Deviant Sword, but Baitam Koopa Melon receiving so much damage. Sears Click Eagle to the front and jumping in right now using the Blazing of the Moon Goddess, and able to take their second kill here.
Oh no, one trade for 0 again into the hands of Smart Omega Empress, and I think they don't want to end it just there. Look at the pressure coming in from Omega Esports right now onto the bottom side, but still very disciplined plays for that team. Now rotating towards the mid side and putting a little bit more emphasis on the jungle of the oppositions. Here we see Kelshi going in hot and heavy onto the minions, cutting the wave, being able to put pressure on the bottom side, knowing that IDNS Princess will be forced to go into that area as well. So already really good rotations coming in from Omega Esports, being able to take that gold shield and as well as an objective. So the turtle has already been secured by Omega. The tower has already been secured by Omega, and already 2-point kills. And IDNS Princess, they don't have a way or a solution to combat the pressure that is being held off by Team Smart Omega.
I think like Cloud face to face with Popo and Koopa is the hardest lineup for Team IDNS Princess, because they won't have a moment to do so. Especially right now, we know that the movement from the roamer is more into the gold laner, so definitely the Popo and Koopa will be very safe and very confident to stay in the lane, and also like focus on to get the gold shield turret and also the turret itself. So the rest of Team IDNS Princess is just like lacking of places to Cloud for farm, because we know that Cloud really need to have the Demon Hunter and also Golden Staff. If not, it's not gonna be very good for the Art of the Thievery and also Blazing Duet to have a proper damage towards the opponent side.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely with the economical differences from both teams, we can already see that Smart Omega Empress has already secured 1 or not 2 items that are partial and of course integral to their composition. We already see that DHS has also been taken out by the Ling, so we can expect a lot of damage coming in from him already in the early game. But now we can see Melon trying his best to be able to secure this situation, but Tempest Blaze has been popped off, being able to cancel that Numinant Blast. And right now, it is still IDNS Princess being able to take an objective from Smart Omega.
Yeah, we know that actually the Menon Blast can be used like that, like try to secure one thing, but Baitam Koopa again towards Ayok here. Ayok will be the one having they're gonna depend on Ayok, because whenever Ayok doing the demonic force, it's just gonna be very good opening for team IDNS Princess. But look at that, let's play pass to the backline here. While we see that Phantom Koopa is being opened from Popol and Koopa and taking Melon down. Even though that demonic force being open to the front, Ayok receiving too much damage. Mira even getting the kill, and also Sakura. Phantom execution chasing to take over the backline, and or is down on the hand of Ramela.
Wow, 3 takes onto 1 here in that previous team fight. And now with 4 members up, it will be Smart Omega Empress leading in terms of objectives once again, as it will be the objective in that turret. And already some damage onto Silver as well. But now as we take a look at the rotations coming in from Smart Omega Empress, after they secured those previous objectives, they were able to put a lot of pressure into the jungle of IDNS Princess. But now all smart rotations as well coming in from Smart Omega Empress, going into the turtle as their next objective.
I feel like Team IDNS Princess didn't really maximizing their craft. They can do this some pick off, maybe to 1 or 2 hero coming from Smart Omega. Instead of that one, they're choosing the team fight, which we know SS will be upper hand over that one. SS will be the one that having the higher chance to win over the war. You know, with the blessing of the Moon Goddess and Moon Immersion, it's just gonna change the whole new world. And Sakura is now still on the very bad side, but BB here split on the top lane, trying to put back everyone from IDNS Princess, because Keishi is already there to try to push them as well.
Yeah, wasteful blazing duet there, honestly, by Sakura. Did not attack or attach onto any member of Smart Omega Empress right now. Maybe just trying to put the pressure on the top side, but it will be a resource wasted. And now if we take a look at the bottom side, already pressure for the 2nd tier turret. But now Sakura is already in the vicinity, out of the right now, being able to support Ayok in that area. But now you can also see Ling in the mid side, doing what he can here, pushing the pressure once again as Smart Omega Empress in the 8th minute, almost 9th minute, already leading with a 4,000 gold.
Yeah, with the Enchanted Talisman and also Genius One, Amor is one of the heroes that try to chase the rest of Team IDNS Princess. They are always opening the war, they are always chasing over the backline. And while for Cloud, yeah, she finished the Demon Hunter's sword, but she really need the golden staff after that. And after that, she still need another item. So I think like they're still having a very huge difference. Even the Popol and Koopa already have the Wind Talker and also Blend of Despair, but look at that one, Sanguine Fall and also Bad Impact. Split to the front here. Melon will be down in 1 second, and Sakura will be the next maybe, or no, they're just gonna focus towards the turret.
Yeah, very disciplined plays, Smart Omega Empress. Even though they are leading, they're playing it very carefully. But wait a minute, look at this. Ramela is caught in a weird situation here. Keishi is going all for it. Tempest Blade has been popped and will definitely take. No, it actually will be an outplay coming in from IDNS Princess, actually taking Keishi down. So wonderful display of mechanics from the side of IDNS Princess, being able to take the jungler from Smart Omega down in that previous team fight.
Yeah, I mean, like Link actually from Keishi can go back if she wants to choose over that one. But that moment, the Sanguine Claws and also the Bad Impact is staying on her, and Lancelot is try to dodge the damage coming from the lane. So that's why the Lancelot is safe from Ramela. And Silver is the one that taking the kill over the Ling. And it's not going to be very good for the Ling. Remember, just like what we've mentioned before, the drop that IDNS Princess have is more into the late game because the Sicilian and also the Cloud. Plus Mobius,
yeah,
of course. Of course. But well, for Smart Omega Empress, they are more into the team fight and they can try to drag it from the early game, because on the late game, I think like it's not going to be very good for Team Omega Empress.
Yeah, they really need to focus on objectives right now. Try not to lose out wars and of course lose out trades, because that will actually allow IDNS Princess to scale, and with that composition is not what they want. But there are notions from Smart Omega Empress. They do play very discipline based and very gold focused, and this is exactly what they're displaying with their current gameplay. And now already the Lord is the next objective. It is being resetted as of right now. Melon is in the area to open up vision, and this is definitely just the calm before the storm, because I think Smart Omega Empress, they really want to take this for themselves. They really need the momentum and they need to take it. In order to take it, sure, it does not drag into the late game.
Yeah. But right now, the rest of Team IDNS Princess is just like trying to get their moment. It's already 11 minutes, so the stack of Sicilian is around 100 until 120. But look at that one, Numenon Blast is not gonna put everyone on the arm of Team IDNS Princess, and the Lord is already been taken out. But Melon is now, oh, the Sanguine Claw, and also the bad impact is very painful coming from Sicilian, but mega kill for Blue. BB is chasing for another kill here. Ayok, you're not going anywhere, even you're being shattered by the Blazing Duet. Able to be dodged away by the rest of Team Omega Empress. They are trying to run away, but the slow that is coming from Sakura is just going to be very hurtful, and one guiding win to save the Popol Koopa.
Wow, 2-for-2 trades in that previous team fight, and that was actually very well calculated from the side of IDNS Princess. The Sanguine Claws came just in time with the pairing from the Blazing Duet, and it just obliterated the team, and they were just forced to flee as of that stage. And oh my god, we have to take a look at the replay. What happened there? See, it was perfectly timed. The Sanguine Claws coming into play with the Tempest of Blade. And at first, it actually was in the hands of Smart Omega, but with the Blazing Duet suddenly coming in the perfect moment towards the end of the team fight, they actually won the dub in that previous.
Yeah, and also they're chasing over Mirai. That is a very good thing, because without the Mirai, Blessing from Goddess Moon Immersion is gone, and they are not gonna have another kill for the rest of Team Smart Omega. That's what makes them strong until now. So it's a very, very good and wise decision. But Sinoa now coming to the bottom lane. Vitam Koopa is already being opened along with the We Are Angry, so they are gonna be focused. This is what happened when we put Popol and Koopa inside of the Land of Dawn. It's gonna be 75% more into the turrets compared to the team fight. And for now, it's 70 seconds away for the second turtle to be down inside of the Land of Dawn. So they really need to wait for that moment, I think. But Team IDNS Princess is going to be very happy for that, because the longer they direct the time, the longer IDNS Princess have proper item and also catching up the levels gap.
Yeah, for sure. As it stands, unfortunately, no one has the ability to shut down this Claude. So I think they need to think about their times better, because when it comes to the team fight, sure, they do have an upper hand, especially in that Estes. But if the timing coming in from IDNS Princess is just right, the burst from the Sicilian, the engage from the Sicilian with the Sanguine Claws, the combo coming in from Melon as well, is just going to be too much in a team fight. And that is exactly what Smart Omega Empress is lacking right now. And as you can see here, from the itemizations coming in from Sicilian, already 2 items, already the Clock of Destiny as well as the Light Engine. So the burst damage and the scaling capacity and ability is already being shown.
Yeah, and she's directly going for dominance as one of the items, but the Tempest of Blaze is already being opened by Casey. Ramela versus Casey, which mechanic will be happening in the top lane, but turns out Ramela still having the advantage. But look at that one, Ramela will be having the Circling Eagle. Amor will be trying to jump it out, and he will finish her off. So 1-for-1, and still advantage for teams IDNS for taking higher gold and also XP. But BB now split, pass to the backline, grab as well. But BB gonna able to shut Melon down, while Mirai is gonna be chased, but Sakura is receiving too much damage. Circling Eagle again coming from Amor, and the Soul Bloom is just burst everyone down. Demonic Force forcing everyone for Team Smart Omega, and double kill for Sinoa.
Oh my lord. 4 members from IDNS Princess wiped out just like that, and will be Smart Omega Empress taking it again into their hands and being able to secure this enhanced Lord without any contest. What happened in that previous team fight? IDNS Princess was so scattered.
Yeah, I know, because they're forcing the team fight on the hand of Smart Omega Empress. But look at that Silver. I think like they really need to have Silver having the Divine Glaive, or maybe Genius One. So Smart Omega Empress will be having they will have more penetration towards Smart Omega Empress. Divine Glaive, or maybe Genius One. So Smart Omega Empress will be having they will have more penetration towards Smart Omega Empress. And Sicilian really need to have a proper position, because for Team Smart Omega Empress, the one who can jump in, maybe for chasing Sicilian, who is always on the back very far away, is only lane. Set up that one is going to be very hard. But the base turret in the mid lane is already down.
Yes, the turret in the mid side is actually the next target here, but it looks like Ramela doesn't want to give it away for free. Already Phantom Execution as well as Thorn Rose from her side being able to take down the minions, and that is exactly what they want to go for. But look at this, it is Ramela going against very, very aggressive onto the backside, onto and more. But very interestingly enough, because that Simon Plus has connected onto two people, the damage coming in is so insane, and the Demonic Force onto the backside will be able to zone away the Ling. And that is IDNS Princess being able to save off the pressure from Smart Omega Empress once again.
Yeah, with Mirai down here, it's not going to be very good, but fast pass to the backline for Phoebe. Well, for the others need to get back as soon as possible. We know that actually lanes is having a very far away, like across the river lane, but the purple buff sadly is not able to be taken by Ling. So Ling without purple buff, it's gonna be having a hard time because the energy will be consumed more rather than before. But if we're seeing the item, the Povius is already very painful with the Clock of Destiny and also Ice Queen Walk with the slow evac. That's the one who makes the rest of Team Smart Omega is being chased easily because of the slow and also the movement coming from them. But for IDNS Princess here, I think they really need to have more damage coming from Sicilian, but instead Sicilian I think is gonna go for defense item.
Yeah.
Like maybe going for Oracle?
Sicilian built that dominance ice. I think that's been a pattern coming into the later seasons of the competitions, especially with the Sicilian playing it, is because the dominance ice gives a lot of cooldown for his first ability, the Bat Impact, and so he will be able to chase it, use it a lot more, and spam it into the team fights, knowing that the burst damage is insane, especially during team fights when people don't really realize the impact that he's having, especially from the backsides. And now we're going to take a look at a little bit of a slow tempo rotations coming in from both teams. They both are preparing and up for this next Enhanced Lord.
Yeah.
Already IDNS Melon opening up vision for his team right now. There is Murray as well in the vicinity to back up this Ling, because this Ling desperately wants that blue buff for himself.
Yeah, remember this is the 18 minutes Lord. Without that Lord, it's gonna be very hard to push for both of the sides, so they really need to be careful over that one. And Ling, maybe here the movement from Ling can only do maybe a little bit of split push coming from Smart Omega Empress, but they really need to fight over that Lord. If not, it's not going to be a very huge advantage. And after that, they really need to walk together with the Lord, 5 of them, because it's going to be more painful for the damage coming from the Lord itself.
Okay, Ramela actually lost her blue buff to Ling. So a little bit of a revenge
yeah,
coming in from both teams right now. Ling previously without the blue buff, and now it is actually Ramela having no blue buff, and it's going to be very difficult, especially now it has already appeared into the 19th minute, almost 20th minute. We are going into the late game stages, and so we're going to have to see more plays coming in from Silver, from Sakura, and from the flip side, more from Shinoa, as they will be carrying us into the late game with the damage that of course scales into that area. Now it seems like Phoebe is already looking to recall. As of right now, they are situated still into that area, and from the positioning that they have, they are in a higher position to be able to take this Enhanced Lord. I think they want to bait out the Sicilian. I think they want to bait out the Blazing Duet from Claude at first in order for them to have a proper team fight.
Yeah, I think they want to pick off 1 or 2 members from IDNS Princess to have it. But remember, Numenon Blast can be one of the problem here for Team Smart Omega Empress. While the 2 lanes, 3 lanes even being pushed away by the rest of Team IDNS Princess. Now they're fighting inside of the Lord to creep out any lane here. But one is down here, doing the speed. Going to the backline here with the pass, but Amor is receiving too much damage going into the backline, but the Demonic Force is being forced to the backline while Ramela still fighting with 2 members of Team Smart Omega Empress and now being chased away with the Python Koopa. Ramela is receiving too much damage while Ayo going to the back a little bit, but being shut down by Aztecs. It's 4 versus 5, and they still want to continue the war especially Smart Omega, because they still have access and can go directly to the Lord.
Yeah, the sustainability coming in from Smart Omega Empress, even though there are a few members low, they still will be able to secure this Lord, Enhanced Lord, without any problem. And that is what makes Estes a really, really good roamer as of right now. The sustainability that he can have after a team fight can withstand the pressure and the burst coming in from IDNS Princess, as we're going to take a look at the items.
Yeah, we see that actually Access didn't really make over the cooldown reduction, only depending on the dominant size. Aside of that one is more focused into the heal itself, especially with the Oracle. So the distribution of the heal will be spread out with a bigger heal, of course. Plus the having more into the magical defense with the Athena and also with the Oracle, plus having the Dreadnought armor. And now they are going with the Lord. They really need to stick 5. If they're not stick 5, the Lord will be a little bit weaker for this 18 minutes Lord. But Lord, without the Lord already taking the bottom base turret, the mid is the next target, I think, for Team Smart Omega Empress. But oh, BB jumping to the front a little bit just to disturb the rest of Team IDNS Princess. But I think this Lord will be able to be finished by Team IDNS Princess without any problem.
Yes, but the inhibitor turret will fall into the hands of Smart Omega Empress right now, and it looks like the calm before the storm here, but already so much damage put onto Melon. He is forced to retreat as of right now. Thorn Rose has been used, as well as Phantom Execution, being able to take down the Phobius for right now. But look at the damage. Tempest Blade has been popped up into the backside. Sakura needs to be careful. Will Tibby taken down straight away into the hands of IDNS Princess, and now Keishi is forced to retreat. Ramela is on his backside. Will he be able to get away for now? And that will be 4 members left of Smart Omega Empress.
Yeah, but Romela now jumping in. She wants to take over the purple buff that has been stolen before. She wants to make sure there's no one from Team Smart Omega Empress that is going to be able to do that for her side again. But this is 50 seconds before the third Lord is coming to the land of Dawn. The fourth Lord, I mean. So the rest of Team IDNS Princess need to watch out, because they already have a very, very good movement. They are being bait a lot by Smart Omega Empress. I think like they're focusing to have the continuous team fight. Well, maybe they need to have the like chance or maybe opportunity to take over maybe 1 or 3 hero, or just do the split push, because they have 2 heroes that I think is possible to do that. First one is Lancelot, the second one may be coming from Pervious itself.
But that's exactly what Lancelot is doing right now. But he actually may be caught out here with Phoebe in the mist, as well as a Circling Eagle onto him. Tempest Blade has been used, and that will be Ramela being able to dodge so much. There is a Mortai that is being popped, but it won't be enough. It will be Ramela instantly taking Land of Dawn. And with the jungler off the board, this will be a perfect moment for Smart Omega Empress to take this next objective, to take this next Enhanced Lord.
Yeah. And I think with the Ramela, there's no retribution from Team IDNS Princess that is gonna help for stealing the Lord from Team Smart Omega Empress, and the rest of Team IDNS Princess is just gonna wait in the base later on, while the rest of Team Smart Omega Empress just gonna take the Lord. I think they're still gonna be able to defend, but Melon, the bottom lane, receiving so much things and also damage coming from Team Smart Omega Empress, but BB will be pushing it back to the backline, while Melon is the target for Team Smart Omega Empress. Well, we know that Blessing of the Moon Goddess already being opened by Mirai and already helping to get 1 kill. But the Numenor Blast stopping the rest of Team Smart Omega Empress. Even Casey is very low, need to get back as soon as possible. And every immortality is already being down, and there is this movement coming from Amor, which is 1 member down, but shutdown is already happened to Phoebe, and Phoebe needs to get back to the base.
2-for-1 trade in the hands of IDNS Princess, being able to defend that one from Smart Omega Empress. And honestly, the Smart Omega Empress needs to understand, right? They are clumping up, and I think that's why Silver has such an impact in the game, right? They are clumping up for the Blessing of the Moon Goddess from the Estes, and with the Penguin Claws coming in from Silver, they just get so caught off guard. They get CC'd so hard, especially if comboed with the Numenor Blast coming in from Melon. And as of right now, IDNS Princess is actually doing a good job. And entering the 26th minute, they are scaling. And you can see the damage coming in from Phobius as well. As we're going to take a little bit a look at the items. And as you can see here, the Sicilian has actually already secured the Divine Glaive. So already a lot of magic damage, magic power, as well as penetration to penetrate the two heroes coming in from Smart Omega Empress, who has already built the Athena shields.
Yeah, but right now for Sicilian itself already having maybe like 200 or 300 stacks of the Sicilian itself, and with the Clock of Destiny, Lightning Truncheon plus the Dominance Eyes, the mana pool that Sicilian have is so big, so she can spam the bad impact, bad fist, and also Sanguine Claws over and over. That's also one of the problems Smart Omega cannot end this game, even though that they're already taking 4 Lord with them. So for Team Smart Omega Empress, they really need to be careful over this one, because if not, it's just gonna be a very scary movement for the late game, just like what we've mentioned before.
Yeah.
The Melon Blast coming from Melon is just gonna disturbing a lot of things, and also stopping the combo from Team Smart Omega Empress. While for the Iox, she can just like jumping with the Dominic force to force everyone from Smart Omega Empress to run away, and it's just gonna be a very good moment for Ramela, Silver, and Sakura to jump in with the damage that they have.
What I also find very interesting in terms of their itemization is that Smart Omega Empress, all 5 members have built Immortality. But IDNS Princess, only 2 members have built Immortality. So when it comes to team fight, it actually will be Smart Omega Empress having a more possible chance to win it out, especially with that second chance, because even Ramela has not built a defensive item. What she has built is the Brute Force Breastplate, but there is no Winter Truncheon nor the Immortality. So this is actually quite scary for their itemizations. Very risky play from IDNS Princess. And as we saw in that earlier team fight, it actually was Smart Omega Empress winning it out. So we're just gonna have to see if these items actually do pay as much of an impact as it should coming into the later stages of the game, because we are already in the 28th minute, which means the death timer is already almost like above 40 seconds perhaps as of right now. So one mistake, one small mistake, the other team can capitalize over it so easily, especially if one of the members get caught off guard. But now we can see both teams are rotating towards that Lord, that next enhanced Lord, but already defensive plays coming in from Phoebe, being able to zone out Melon well. But Melon will not go down without a fight. Sanguine Claws has been used, but can only reach onto Koopa and not the Popple. So still no commitments from both teams. They don't want to overdo it. They don't want to make mistakes, especially in the 29th minute.
And the Ling is taking the very good opportunity when everyone is just trying to hide a bit towards IDNS Princess. She is trying to do some split push and clear the wave. So in the mid lane and the bottom lane, the rest of the minion will be jumping inside of the big team IDNS Princess, while in the top lane is still being cleared away. They're just like gonna bait a little bit and also try to kite to the rest of team IDNS Princess. They want to pick off everyone first, because if they're forcing the war right now and try to chase over the Lord directly, there is a chance from Team IDNS Princess to try to take or maybe steal the Lord from Team Smart Omega. For now, I think like IDNS Princess, I think really need to do some movement, because they are the one who's in control, I think, for this movement. At this minute, it's like 29 minutes. It's going for 30 already. If they are not making some movement, they are not trying to chase over their opportunity at this moment, it's not going to be very great. And their targeting is actually really good. We know that actually Mira is the main target from Team IDNS Princess, and they really need to do it more and more towards Mira.
Yes, for sure. That is definitely what IDS really needs to do. And I think they are looking for that opportunity. Already some plays onto Ayok as of right now, but it will be Melon as well as Sakura going and looking for their proper situation. But wait a minute, something might be brewing here, because Sense of Blaze has been used into the front side onto Sakura as well as Silver, as the damage and the retreat as well with the Guiding Wind coming in from Amor will actually prevent that from happening. But now Ramela needs to be careful. Already chunked to half health. She does want to be able to take out the targets, the crazy targets from the side of Smart Omega Empress, but she still is unable to do it without calculations, because she may be getting caught off guard. But now Smart Omega Empress, with that space, with the pressure that they have already placed onto IDNS Princess, will be able to take this Lord uncontested.
Yeah, this is the fourth Lord, but they want to force the war. Remember, if there is someone that is being picked up, it's not going to be very good, and Melon is not their target. They don't want it. They want someone that is more agile or maybe easier to be shut down, like Silver or maybe Sakura. But it's not easy because they don't have a proper disable. They're just like focusing maybe with the Python Koopa or maybe with the Circling Eagle coming from Matilda. But aside of that one, they don't have like Ball Lightning, they don't have any Way of Dragon or maybe Divine Judgment. That is gonna be very good to pick off one hero from IDNS Princess. That is also the problem that is IDNS have right now.
Yeah, no reliable source of CC, but right now the Lord has already sieged into the front side, but look at that! Shutdown has been secured by Smart Team Omega Empress onto Silver, and who is next? Tempest Blaze has been popped up. Ramela is in a tough situation right now. She will be able to do what she can. Winter Truncheon to save the day, and Ayok goes crazy onto Amor here in the backside, but they have to be careful. The base will be the target. They need to out for that situation, but there is going to be Ramela being able to take and pop off Shinoa's Immortal with the Divine Judgment.
Yeah, but look at that one. Momentum Dash is gonna be open again, and Mireille is the main target right now. But Ayok, I think Ayok will not survive this one. It's gonna be having the immortality being popped. But oh my god, this is gonna be a huge problem for Smart Omega Empress. Even though they are taking all of the base from Team IDNS Princess, but they are losing players after the big fight happened with them. It's gonna drag the game longer. It might be taking 40 minutes at this point because the next off is in 1 minute while it's already 33 minutes. So they can try to drag it. I think the moment and also the miss position that is being happen inside of IDNS Princess is the main problem. Like when Phoebe shut down Sicilian, I think that is the moment I realized like the team IDNS Princess is having more into losing moment. And instead of taking Dominance Eyes, why don't Sicilian try to change the item into the Blood Wings, which is gonna be good because she will have shield for that one and also giving more damage towards Smart Omega Empress. For the late game, I suggest that item will be changed from Silver, but if she already changed it to the Immortality of the Winter, right? Because it's on cooldown. And if they are able to steal the Lord, I think it's gonna be a like turning back point for Team IDNS Princess.
Yeah, I mean, still no immortality for Ramela. So this is interesting. As once she gets picked off, then that's basically it. They can't contest any neutral objectives on the board.
But it's very hard to chase over Ramela. Like Ramela is only being shot down for 2 times and 1 time by by Matilda. Aside of that one, it's just not gonna be very easy. I mean, like the Throne Roast, the Phantom Execution, and also the Puncher. I think if she maximizes the Puncher, Smart Omega will be having a hard time to chase over that Lancelot.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens here. We're already entering the 34th minute. So match number 1. Quite a long match.
Yeah, I know, right?
Quite a long match. 34
that is very
minutes,
interesting, by the way.
35 minutes even. I mean, both teams are actually playing it in a back-to-back type of situation right now. IDNS Princess, even though they were losing out in the early game, they don't want to go down without a fight. They're doing their best with the high ground in that Sicilian is actually able to defend over and over. But here in the bottom side, Ramela needs to be careful here. 2 members there. Divine Execution has been used right now to get out of that situation, but I think she is trying to split push map, but once or twice she was caught off guard. But I think there were so many times that she also outplayed Keishi. So very interesting plays coming in from Ramela right now, as it will be the Enhanced Lord being taken and retreated back. So what is going on here? Phobius goes down first, as well as second class being able to connect onto him. It actually will be Ayok going down. So 1 member down from the side of IDNS Princess. And will Smart Omega Empress use this opportunity to take the Enhanced Lord for themselves once and for all?
80 seconds. That's the respawn time for Phobius. At this rate, whoever gets shut down will take more than 1 minute. But look at that, jumping to the front, grab is happening, split as well. But Phoebe, I think they really need to be focused into the mid lane and also the Lord, because the mid lane movement coming from the minion is pretty far away. But the Throne Roast being open again here. They really need to be careful because the Link is also doing the split push. This is a very, very tough war right now because they are giving pressure over pressure while Ramela chasing for opportunity from behind, sneaking, Will they got the moment because Lord is almost done, but look at the blessing of the Moon God is being opened along with the blessing duet. What will happen? Who will take the Lord? We'll see the knock up. 4 members being knocked up, but the Lord is going down and going down. Who will get it? And Romella got the Lord. This is a chance for IDNS Prince to take it back. But the war is not over. Silver is still giving so much damage for Smart Omega Empress. Well, Sakura, we need to be careful. There's still pins, boys. Oh, there's this passive execution, but jumping into the wrong side. Romella need to get back as soon as possible with the Sanguico and also bad impact. Almost shutting down players over Smart Omega Empress.
1-4-0 trade into the hands of Smart Omega Empress, but IDNS Princess managed to secure that enhanced lore. And with the death timers on Melon, I think it will be Smart Omega Empress being able to defend from this one, but I might be wrong right now. Already Phoebe going in and onto Ayok. Romella in the midst of it all, still hiding, looking for the proper moment to strike. It is Phoebe getting so much damage, but Murray is in the vicinity to be able to heal him out of that one, and now the Lord will actually be the next focus on Omega.
Yeah, but look at that. Mirai is staying on. And I think right now Mirai really needs a cooldown reduction because he really needs to spam over the Moonlit Immersion and also the Blessing of the Moon Goddess with Silver. Having a very good position in the backline with the Sanguinco and also the bad impact. But jumping, Tyrant over Tyrant is being down. IDNS Princess will they try to get over this game. Even the Blessing of the Moon Goddess being open. One immortality needs to be done from Keishi. And the Lord is still there. It's still 14,000 HP here for the Lord, and Sakura is easing over everyone's movement, but even Sinoa is taking so much damage coming from Team IDNS Princess and Base Turret. Two of them will be down. Blazing though it open is open, but Phoebe will be able to handle all of the damage. Even the base is down, and congratulations for Team IDNS Princess to beat Smart Omega Empress.
Wow, wow, wow. The team